Do you want to surf without the crowd at your standard Costa Rican surf travel destination? Why don't you try this off-the-beaten-path area in the Central Pacific coast in the Puntarenas region of Costa Rica? There are plenty of waves to be had here for all types of surfers. The best part is that this place rarely sees the crowds of other surf areas in the same region of Costa Rica and is full of local charm. It doesn't matter if you are looking for hollow beach breaks, lined up outer reefs that are good for longboards and alternative surf craft like fishes and stand-up paddle boards, or isolated, pumping reef breaks. You can find all of the above types of surf breaks in Esterillos, Costa Rica. There are laid-back vibes here. There are also plenty of places to stay, eat, and surf. Furthermore, what I really enjoy about Esterillos is the fact that there is a great mix of expat and local cultures here. Many of the areas north of here suffer from major gringification. Once you start getting into the region of Esterillos and heading south, you will find a much more vibrant and local culture thriving regularly. This isn't just a surf town. In fact, it's not much of a surf town. It's more of a fishing town where people live and also surf. Now let's talk about the waves. In Esterillos there are two main areas that get all the attention, but there are tons of other surf breaks for those willing to look for something different. Fortune favors the bold, my friends. The main surf breaks you will see, especially on social media and surfing websites, are the outer reefs directly in Esterillos Oeste proper. There used to be an awesome mermaid statue here that would get completely dry at low tide and then be half submerged in the highest tides. These outer reefs work better with a little water on them and require a long, but not too long, paddle from shore. When they are small, they only really work for longboards and fish-type surfboards, but if it gets big, there will be tons of waves suited to shore boards out of the back. It sometimes gets crowded here, but the nature of these outside reefs is that there are usually multiple peaks and the vibes are almost always quite pleasant. About 300 yards south from the outer reef breaks as Esterillos Oeste's coast turns into the bay towards the central park of Esterillos, there is a series of mixed-up sandbar peaks and one in particular that is called El Pico. You can surf all around El Pico on different peaks, but El Pico is most often the best. It also needs some tide and a mid-size swell to really get working. There can be a ton of current here. When it is working, El Pico can get a little crowded, but it is nothing like the crowds you will see in Guanacaste and Nicoya. Also, El Pico and the surrounding beach breaks have a lot of current, so you need to be comfortable in dangerous rip currents, a good swimmer, a good paddler, and good at duck diving. For this reason, you should be at least an intermediate surfer if you are going to paddle out at Esterillos on a decent-sized day. As the bay continues towards the other parts of Esterillos, the beach breaks continue. There is also a river mouth and various other places along the beach here where other people will surf, but there will rarely be crowds. The best time to find consistent waves in Esterillos is the wet season, which runs from June to September, but there can be waves here all year. The winds tend to be higher and more onshore and sloppy during the afternoons in the wet season, but there is often lighter winds and sometimes offshores in the early morning. Thanks for watching this mini surf guide. Did you find the content helpful? Do you like Stefan's voice? I'm still interviewing AI assistants for this type of content on YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Feel free to drop a comment below. We love to hear from you and interact with you, normal surfers looking to catch some waves and spread positivity in the surf community. Pura vida. This has been an Eric Schroeder production, for the sake of the Sigma Surf Collective. Disfruta mis amigos.